How you doing, everybody? This is Thanksgiving special of Smacktalk. I'm Tony Gaglione.
I'm Shawn Adams. Today on our Thanksgiving special, we're going to recap this week's Champions League activity. On Tuesday, we had Atletico Madrid, who has already qualified for the knockout stages, versus Zenit St. Petersburg. That was a 1-1 draw. Chelsea lost to Basel, which is an upset, 1-0. However, although they say technically they're not in, they are in. They have to play Steaua Bucuresti on the 11th of December. Who's not going to win. Speaking of Steaua Bucuresti, they drew to Schalke 0-0. Schalke and Basel will fight it out for that final spot.
You gotta love those 0-0 games where you get all amped up and you get your beer and you sit down, you got some food.
Nothing
happens. You sit on the couch and then you watch 45 minutes and nothing. And you're like, it's all right. Second half, man. Second half. We're gonna get a goal in the second half, and you sit there for 45 more minutes of a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. Celtic, our Scottish friends. Their Champions League run is now it's over. It's officially over. They lost 3-0 to AC Milan. Ajax upset Barcelona 2-1, and Ajax will play AC Milan for that final spot. Barcelona's already in the knockout stages. Speaking of Barcelona, me and Tony were talking about this. I don't think Barcelona is any good without Messi. Neymar is definitely not Messi.
I think they're still a good team. I don't think they're a great team.
No.
They're definitely a different team. Messi up front opens up so many more options. Without Messi up front, there's not a guy that has the ball handling skills on that team to step up and play that kind of spot, play that kind of role.
Yeah, they can't use Cesc Fabregas as a false nine without Messi there.
They're not a set-piece kind of team, anything like that.
No, they don't have the height at the back, not with Carlos Puyol out and, what's his name? Gerald Piqué is still worried about his wife, Shakira, and their baby, so he doesn't play very well. Too. Anyways, Porto in the other Porto, Austria, Vienna drew 1-1. Porto's a team that's fallen off now.
Yeah, they used to be good.
They used to be
good a few years ago. They were making runs in Champions League when they had Hulk. Then they traded. They sold Hulk
to Zenit St. Petersburg, and Zenit St. Petersburg will probably qualify out of that group, and Porto won't, because Zenit St. Petersburg plays Austria, Vienna, and Porto plays Atletico Madrid, who is a really good team. In the group of death, my Arsenal Gunners beat Marseille 2-0. We're at top of the group, 12 points. Borussia Dortmund beat Napoli 3-1. And now the group of death, Arsenal with 12 points, Napoli and Dortmund both with 9. Mm-hmm. Arsenal plays Napoli December 11th. Dortmund gets to play hapless Marseille, who has yet to win a game. As long as Arsenal doesn't lose by 3 goals, we're in.
Yeah,
or Dortmund loses to Marseille
because of goal differential. When you're tied in a group stage in soccer like this, the tiebreaker is determined by goal differential, which is how many points that you beat your opponent by total in your whole group.
Yeah, so I think we have 9. Napoli has 4. So if Napoli beat us 2-1, we would still go through. 2-0, we'd still go through. If we lost 3-0, 4-1, any 3-goal margin, we would not go through. Yesterday's action.
Shakhtar Donetsk beat Real Sociedad, who has not yet won a Champions League game, 4-0.
They drew to Man U.
Oh yeah, they drew. Fantastic for them. Benfica beat Anderlecht 3-2. PSG with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, they're already in the round of 16. They won 2-1 against Olympiacos.
Olympiacos has the inside track to qualify for the second seed out of that group.
Juventus, even though it was close in the second half against Copenhagen, they beat Copenhagen 3-1, and Vidal scored a hat-trick.
Arturo Vidal.
Bayern Munich in the early game took on CSK Moscow and beat them 3-1. You can do this one because I hate saying their name.
You talking about Victoria Pleasant versus Man City? Yeah, they're garbage. But somehow Joe Hart. Okay, just prior to this, Joe Hart got benched because he's fallen off.
Just a
little bit. And then
this is the Team England goalie, by the way.
Yeah, Team England goalie. He's fallen off. The backup for Man City, Pentilman, the scoreline of the last 3 games was 5-0, 7-0, 6-0. Well, Joe Hart gets the nod to come back against Victoria Pleasant. And it's 2-2, like the 70th minute, because Joe Hart can't seem to stop shots. They had like 6 shots on goal. Only 2 were on target. And guess what? Those were the 2 that went in. They ended up winning 4-2 thanks to Jesus Navas and Alvaro Negredo.
In another game.
The most disappointing game of yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. Didier Drogba and Wesley Sneijder went down to Real Madrid 4-1 when Real Madrid was given a red card, and they only played with 10 men.
10 men. Yeah, they were down the
So
whole
that-
game pretty much.
If,
It was like
you're a
22nd
hockey
minute.
fan, basically they played shorthanded,
Yeah, the other team was on a power play the whole time.
and they still lost by 3 goals.
Yes, yeah, it was ridiculous. One of those goals was Gareth Bale, who had a magnificent free kick, and they had just got done saying, like the announcer's curse. I don't know if you guys ever paid attention to that. When the announcer says something, and then something happens. They were just talking about how Real Madrid was playing with 10 men, and they didn't have any Cristiano Ronaldo to help them back. And Gareth Bale, their £100 million signing, kicks a free kick over the wall. It's a beautiful kick. The goalie's just like, oh, that went in.
Yeah, he didn't even jump. He was just kind of eye candy in the ball.
Yeah,
Like,
one thing that we
look
noticed,
at that.
though, is
pretty
Galatasaray only
butterfly.
put a 3-man wall on a 22-yard shot straight to the box. Normally, you have, like, a wall.
4 or
like,
5.
Yeah, like, try to block the whole goal as much
Yeah,
as you can.
sure.
They only had 3 people.
But it's not like that he would have, even if it was a 4 or 5 man
No,
ball,
it
the ball went straight over.
woo-doo-doo, Yeah.
Yeah, it was straight over. Let's
And
get to
they
the
jumped.
NFL.
Oh, wait, you forgot to talk about Man U.
What do we need to talk about Man U? Everybody knows they won.
Oh, 5-0. Yeah.
5-0,
They're in-
Baylor Burskin. We're already in.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, NFL. Today's morning game, Green Bay Packers versus Detroit Lions. Matt Flynn at quarterback. Only Green Bay quarterback to throw for 6 touchdowns.
He played one game. He got a $14 million contract for the Oakland Raiders or whoever he went to after
Seahawks.
that.
And then they got Russell Wilson.
Then they got Russell Wilson. They
And
used
then-
Russell Wilson. Then he went to Oakland,
And
got
then they
paid
got-
his 14. Then they
and
got
then
Terrell
Terrell
Pryor.
Pryor.
Then he got rid of there. Then he went to Buffalo. He couldn't cut it there because they got E.J. Manuel. Because apparently the running quarterback is just freaking taking over the entire world.
Yeah. How's that
When-
working out for you, Washington?
Yeah, how's it working out for everybody?
Kirk Cousins!
Colin Kaepernick isn't even what anybody thought he was going to be.
We
Like
this-
I said last year.
We said this. You get game tape on these guys, they're not quarterbacks. We
No.
talked about this.
Russell Wilson is the only one that's holding up because of 2 reasons. Marshawn Lynch and a defense. That's the only reason Russell Wilson is holding up in Seattle.
Beast mode.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch.
Who's one of my favorite players?
Not to mention Golden Tate, Percy Harvin.
Doug Baldwin.
Doug Baldwin's tearing it up with
Tearing it
Percy Harvin being injured.
Yeah, definitely.
And the defense. The defense.
The defense, who, by the way, they
Both
like
of their
they
corners
take
are
Adderall because everyone's getting suspended for
I
substance
know.
abuse
Both of
policy.
their corners are like 7 foot tall.
Yeah,
The average NFL corner is like 5'9".
yeah. One of them just got suspended for a year.
Broner.
Yeah, and the other one is facing a 4-game suspension, who he'll start serving now during their bye week. They come back. They play Monday with the
What's going on is Pete Carroll's going back to the good old
days at USC.
drugs at UCLA.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah,
hey guys,
USC.
do whatever you want. He's like, I got some cocaine in the office. My buddy Ron Washington
As
gave
long
me
as
some.
you're winning.
As long as you're winning. They're 9-1.
Just don't get caught.
And then they get caught. You know what the NFL does? They just pay a lab technician to hang outside the Seattle Seahawks locker room.
That's what they used to do with Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, except the Dallas Cowboys weren't cheating,
Speaking of Dallas Cowboys.
except for Michael Irvin.
By the way, we got Detroit to beat Green Bay, the 5-5-1. I
Green
can't
Bay.
beat the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah,
Green Bay.
Yeah.
We got Detroit.
yeah. Oakland Raiders at Dallas Cowboys. I hate to break it for you, Cowboys fans.
Joe.
I hate to break it for you. Darren McFadden, 1. Matt
Oh,
McGloin, 2. Matt McGloin. The Thanksgiving Day is like synonymous with no-name quarterback having monster days, a.k.a. Jason Garrett. The Cowboys head coach did this. Backed up Troy Aikman, came in the Thanksgiving Day game and lit it up. Matt McGloin's probably going to do the same thing. I'm predicting 146 yards, 2 touchdowns for Darren McFadden, and I'm going to say he's going to throw for a touchdown. Just
If
gonna
you
say
didn't
that.
know, Derek McFadden was a quarterback at Arkansas.
Yes. They
Uh,
ran the Wildcat before the Wildcat was popular.
That's right. That's
Yes,
right.
they
And
ran
then
the
they started
Wildcat.
trying to implement it in the NFL, and it just was a
It was,
big
it,
flop.
it was called the Wild Hog at Arkansas because they
Oh,
are the Razorbacks.
excuse me.
They're the Razorbacks. So we're picking Oakland. 9-point underdogs. I'm
Yeah,
picking Oakland.
Sorry, boss man.
And if they lose, fans will probably jump off the stadium.
Oh,
That
don't do
happened.
that.
Oh,
I
I'm
know.
just saying.
Don't do that.
I'm saying. Did you see the video though?
No.
Oh, there was a video of the week before. This kid's like trying to slide down the railing at the upper level, and he's like, "Oh, I'm losing my balance." Oh, it was great.
That's not good.
Yeah, whatever. That's what happened. Final game of the night. I think this should be a Thanksgiving Day tradition. Not just because I'm a homer, but because it's a smash mouth
No, it's
football
because
game.
you're home.
Yeah, whatever. Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Game's going to end up by 3 points. It's going to be decided by a field goal. They always are. Okay. They're both 5-6, and this is sad to say this, but the winner of the game will be 6-6 and will be a prime playoff contender for the AFC.
Let's go over this again, because we were talking about this already. It's real sad in the days of the AFC.
Wait. Let's expand the playoffs.
Yeah, let's make it more teams so the Browns at 6-10 can get in and lose in the first round.
How dangerous will Eli Manning be at 6-10 making the playoffs?
Eli Manning, I'm sorry, the Giants are dangerous all the time. All the time. They went 0-6. I think they're like 5-6 now.
Yeah.
This is what they do. They don't show up. They leave their skills inside the ball with the little monsters from Space Jam.
Oh, yeah. I've got some magic juice. I've got some magic juice.
And halfway through the season, they go get their skills back.
Some Jordan juice.
Their talents back, and then they decide to play football.
Yeah.
It's
Eli Manning
ridiculous.
stopped throwing it to the other team, too.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. What's his name? Andre Brown came back, and he's been tearing stuff up.
I'm picking Pittsburgh. No surprise there.
I'm going to pick Pittsburgh, too, even though I don't like to, because I think Le'Veon Bell, if he gets a good rushing game going, that'll open up the pass for Cotchery and Antonio Brown and Heath Miller, especially.
And Emmanuel Sanders. Don't forget about that.
And Emmanuel Sanders, too.
Yeah.
But by the way, Baltimore, this is what I love. Baltimore, Joe Flacco, him and his $50 million contract, thinks he's hot stuff now.
Hey, guys.
And he's not able to block.
I'm just standing out there in the Wildcat. I'm not doing anything. I want to throw the ball.
Yeah, he doesn't like to be in the Wildcat, as Shawn just expressed to you.
Hey, what I want to know is, you didn't hear Chad Pennington say a freaking word when Miami was running the Wildcat, and they were tearing it up. Chad Pennington was like, oh, you want me to go out here and stand here?
Yeah, you know why? Because if Ricky Williams decided to throw the ball, he could probably throw it farther than Chad Pennington.
Yeah, he didn't want to say anything. Yeah, exactly. Ronnie Brown was the ish when it came to the Wildcat.
Yeah, he was. Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams, that was a good tandem there.
Yeah. Ronnie Brown lit up the Patriots for 4 touchdowns opening weekend with the Wildcat. That was great.
And I bet you when they were in Miami, they never beat up some poor rookie like Incognito did.
Yeah, second-year player. But anyways.
Is he a second-year player?
He was a second-year player. Yeah.
What's he complaining about? God. Sing your fight song, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of Thanksgiving Day, we got some awards to hand out. They do the Madden hands out the turkey leg, and Fox does the Galloping Gobbler. So we're gonna hand out our own awards.
Well, we think they're gonna be.
Yeah.
These are our picks to click.
These are our picks. Picks to click. I like that.
Yeah, Paul Carrollson from the White Sox, man. Come on,
I'm gonna say
you don't
that
like it anymore,
the turkey leg is gonna go to Megatron.
See, you know what I hate about you?
Megatron, it's Reggie Bush.
This is what I hate about you. You picked 2 top players of the team, and you're like, this award's gonna go to this guy.
It's Megatron
or this guy.
The guy just broke the single season receiving
record. Reach in there somewhere. Find a guy that's an Iron Man that nobody knows about all year. You know what? I had one that I was going to say on Detroit, but he's a star too, so I'm going to change this. My turkey's going to Nate Burleson because when Calvin Johnson is double covered, Nate Burleson is
throwing out there Brandon Pettigrew, the tight end.
I don't even think he's still playing it, is he? I don't know if he is.
Iron Man award from the bench.
Dude, Nate Burleson started off the year hot. He got injured. Calvin Johnson's going to get double covered. Nate Burleson.
He's still going to break like 200 yards receiving. He did this last year.
Okay.
He's tight.
Here we go.
Megatron.
So I'd bet.
Okay.
For each touchdown he scores.
Who? Burleson?
Yeah.
Okay.
$5.
No.
For each touchdown.
No, because in the red zone it's totally different. No.
What do you mean it's totally different?
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. No.
Okay.
My Galloping Gobbler is going to go to Darren McFadden. I already predicted the stat line.
Yeah, whatever. My other one is going to Le'Veon Bell because I know for the Steelers to win, they got to rush the football.
Yeah,
they have to rush the football.
Yeah, well.
Roethlisberger just gets his little happy feet and runs around.
How many times does Suggs sack Roethlisberger?
I don't care.
He owns Roethlisberger, man. That dude has sacked Roethlisberger more than anybody else.
So that says run the ball. Run the ball.
Yeah.
And you can't run it to Jonathan Dwyer every play. I'm sorry. The guy just not going to do it.
Jonathan Dwyer, baby. Georgia Tech.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, so let's move on to the most pressing subject that we want to talk about. Actually, I called Tony and told him I want to talk about this, which he was so happy, converted to the dark side.
Yes. Darth Vader. He is now my Skywalker or whatever. We got 3 words for you. Lynch for Heisman.
Yeah, Lynch for Heisman. Jordan Lynch. Okay, so I woke up and I seen this stat yesterday. Jordan Lynch has more rushing yards and touchdowns than the past 2 running backs to win the Heisman.
I'm going to sit back and let you do this.
And he's a quarterback. He's got more rushing yards. He's got 1,755 rushing yards and 20 touchdowns. Mark Ingram, who's now with the Saints, had 1,658 yards and 17 touchdowns. Reggie Bush, old Reggie Bush, cheater, had 1,740 yards and 16 touchdowns. He's got both those guys beat, and he's a quarterback. And he's got 2 games remaining. 2 games. He'll probably break Ron Dane's rushing yardage and touchdowns. He's already tied Ron Dane on touchdowns. Eddie George's yardage and Eddie George's touchdowns. He'll come close to Ricky Williams' 21-24 yards and 27 touchdowns. He probably won't get 27
he's breaking
rushing.
it. He's gonna break
not
that.
27 rushing. He's
not 27 touchdowns.
But the yardage, probably.
But the yardage. Not to mention, Jordan Lynch's average per rush is 7.1, which is higher than everybody on that list but Reggie Bush,
who in technical had to vacate that whole season because he cheated. Boosters. Now let's go to the quarterback play. Because Jordan Lynch is a quarterback. That's the thing I want you guys to remember. He's a quarterback. He's got 2,457 yards passing and 22 touchdowns and 5 INTs.
Let me stop you.
He actually has 1 receiving touchdown. So total, right now, he has 43 touchdowns total.
Okay, let me stop you real quick. The last 5 guys to win the Heisman Trophy as a quarterback, playing the quarterback position, is Johnny Manziel, RG3, Cam Newton, Sam Bradford, and Tim Tebow. Jordan Lynch's 5 interceptions is lower than all of them.
Yeah, he could throw 1 interception in the next 2 games, and he would still equal the lowest. And it doesn't look like he's going to throw an interception unless it's in the bowl game.
Yeah.
But let's just say he throws 1 interception in the bowl game. He's got 6 INTs.
Break down his rushing yards for me.
Okay, his rushing yards?
The quarterback's
rushing yards. The quarterback's Manziel. Last year had 1,400 yards rushing and 21 TDs. Lynch is already better than that. RG3 had 699 yards rushing and 10 TDs. Lynch is already better than that.
Double.
Cam Newton had 1,473 yards and 20 TDs. He already beat that.
Lynch is double better than
RG3. He had Tim Tebow. Bradford didn't run. Bradford was just a thrower. But Tim Tebow had 895 yards and 23 TDs. He's going to beat that record.
Yep.
Now, if you look at the passing statistics, let's say we give him just 200 yards a game. A measly 200 yards. So he just throws 200 yards.
Probably what he's averaging.
Okay, so 200 yards. They give him 400 more yards. That'll finish with 2,857 yards. That's more than Cam Newton and more total offense than all these guys.
Yep, every one of them.
Every single one of them.
As
total
of right
yardage.
now, total yards from scrimmage, Jordan Lynch is over 4,200 yards.
Yeah. He's already matched RG3's season total, and he's got 2 games left. He only has like 400 and something yards to go to match Sam Bradford's crazy year of 50 TDs and 47-20 passing yards.
With 2 games left.
And Bradford threw 8 interceptions.
Yeah.
He's got 200. And now here's some other things. This is something I know you'll like. There's only been 5 QBs. Jordan Lynch is number 5. There's been 4 others to rush for 20 touchdowns and pass for 20 touchdowns in the same season in the FBS era. 3 of those 4 won the Heisman. One of those, Colin Kaepernick,
who did not
because Cam Newton did. So those 3 others are Tim Tebow won a Heisman, Cam Newton won a Heisman, Johnny Manziel won a Heisman, and Colin Kaepernick did not
because Cam Newton did.
Because Cam Newton did. And Jordan Lynch did. He's already done it. He has 22 passing touchdowns, 20 rushing yards, and he's got a receiving touchdown. He did something none of these guys did. He caught the ball for a touchdown.
And he punts the ball,
And he punts, averaging 26 yards a punt. So that means if you're like on the 40, you just pooch it to the 14.
You can line up in a punt formation, and he can either throw the ball, he can rush it for 12 yards, or he can pooch it.
Yeah, he can pooch it. Exactly.
He's an overall football player.
Yeah, he's the best football player in college football this year. And I have to say, I was wrong on this. I didn't think so. But the numbers this guy put up, he put up 321 yards rushing Tuesday night. They couldn't throw the ball because of the wind. I mean, It was ridiculously windy.
30-mile-an-hour winds. It was 2 degrees in Illinois. They couldn't throw the ball. The defense knows.
Yeah, they know they're going to run, so they're going to load everybody up in the box.
8 men in the
wide
box.
receivers out there just to stand there.
And he still rushes for 320.
320.
As a quarterback.
And he didn't even touch the ball like 14 minutes left in the game because he got up and he like rubbed his hip. It wasn't hurt. He just rubbed his hip. So like, you know what? Hey, he's probably tired. Let's start giving the other guy. And these other guys were breaking off monstrous runs.
Yeah.
So one, you got to give credit to his offensive line.
Yeah. Yep.
Because they deserve
definitely.
some credit for protecting him and letting him run the ball. And you got to give some to his head coach for the scheme that this guy runs, because he's only been a starter for
not
2
that
years.
complicated
I know, but he's
either.
only been a starter for 2 years. 2 years.
But what I'm saying is like before we get into that, because I know where you're going, the scheme they run is not that complicated. It's like an option offense, not so much.
Yeah,
based on all running.
It's not really option. It's like
There's
Jordan
no,
Lynch
it's
has
not
got
even
the ball.
a triple option. It's a single option, and it's either a jet sweep or Lynch runs.
It's
or
a
jet
double
sweep
option.
fake or double option.
It's a double option.
Okay, and, or he could throw the ball on a shotgun.
The double option is this: Lynch runs, Lynch passes. Lynch runs, Lynch passes.
That's what it is. A double option. I'm
And
sorry,
if
I'm
I'm
not
a
an NFL head
defensive
coach.
coordinator, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'd be like this. My little game plan is like, it's like literally like this big.
Yeah,
Stop Jordan Lynch.
8 in the box at all times. And even with 8 in the box, every game, every team that he plays, he still rushes for over 200 yards.
Yeah, guy's lost 2 games in his whole collegiate career. It's been 2 years as a starter. He's lost 2 games. One was his first ever start
Against a Big Ten team, Iowa, in Iowa.
First ever start as a quarterback.
Who, the next year, he played again to get redemption and
beat him. Yeah, beat him. And then the second loss was in the bowl game last year, BCS bowl game, that they bracket busted and played Florida State. And Florida State's like, right now they're ranked, what?
2.
Two
They
in the
should be
nation?
1.
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever. Bama's, murdering people. He's never lost a home game. Never lost
So
a
he's
home game.
24-2 overall.
Yeah.
And he's never lost a home game.
Yeah, I don't know about covering the spread, but
So basically the voters are looking for the best player on the best team.
Yeah,
and
they
not
don't-
so much the best football player.
Yeah, because Jordan Lynch should win the Heisman. If he doesn't win the Heisman, we're going to riot. I'm going to throw Molotov cocktails at that ball party in New York City. Trust me, I'm going.
You gotta wait till Lynch gets out, though.
Oh, I'll wait for Lynch. I'll make sure my security guys, like, is he out? Is the package delivered? Package delivered. Okay, just start bombing it. Okay. Anyways, guys, November 30th,
September.
this Saturday,
Pretty fast.
we've got a live event right there. You can see it at Ace's Bar and Grill.
7272 El Capitan Way. We're going to be doing sports trivia for money. We're going to put up $50 of our own money. We're going to buy you a shot, plus give you the pot, $1 to enter the sports trivia. 20 questions. Whoever gets the most right wins.
And a beer pong tournament for $200.
$200.
And you got to try to beat us.
Yeah,
That's
you got to
the
watch
key.
his bounce.
Watch the bounce.
I'm not so good.
There's
In
a live
addition to
UFC
that-
event. Oh, yeah, live UFC event. But look, we got Smacktalk t-shirts. $10. $10 holla. That's more than your lunch money for a day. I know you guys are dropping like $9.50 at Taco Bell. So might as well just buy a Smacktalk t-shirt. It washes.
You go to that. It washes?
It washes.
They all
I mean,
wash.
you can't wash your Taco Bell, that's for sure.
Well, you
know
go
what I
to
mean?
that McDonald's, dude. It's like Frappuccino. It's like $5, man.
That's
It's like
ridiculous.
This is
Serving 3 billion people
just
worldwide.
2 Frappuccinos. That's all.
Just 2 Frappuccinos.
That's it.
Yeah, and you could spill coffee on it. It'd be a brown t-shirt. You don't like the color white, just throw some coffee on it. You know what I mean? It's a
Check-
live UFC fight. Gray Maynard versus Nate Diaz.
Yeah, Gray
2-9.
Maynard, hometown boy here in Las Vegas. He went to Durango High School and Bonanza High School.
And I got just so you guys go to the event. I got this little nugget of information that's just gonna blow your mind about why Nate Diaz is gonna win. Just let me do that one more time.
So anyway, my nugget of information is pretty good itself
Oh yeah.
on why Gray Maynard is gonna win.
Oh, okay. It's like a little nugget. I got big nuggets. You know what I'm saying? just gonna throw that out there. Thanks for watching our Thanksgiving Day
Wait.
special. Oh, wait.
I'm not done. I'm not done. Can I speak?
Premature ending of the show. Speak. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm Shawn Adams.
Tony Gaglione.
This is Smacktalk.
You
Oh,
missed.
I missed. Oh, man. Hey, watch the bounce. Try to beat this
Tony
beer
Reale in the house.